welcome back to Whispers of Turkish Stars. I hope you're doing well today and taking care of yourselves, because the story we're tackling is delicate, emotional, and it has shaken not only the Turkish entertainment sphere but also fans around the world who have followed this couple for years. We're stepping into a storm that has swept across timelines and headlines overnight, and it centers on two names that have long inspired devotion and curiosity: Erkan and Hazal Sabesai. As you saw in the title, we are addressing a situation that has triggered a media frenzy and ignited strong reactions: the alleged leak of private, intimate photos and videos tied to Erkan and Hazal Sabesai. This topic requires caution, empathy, and a commitment to facts, even when the noise is loud and the emotions are high. We will talk about what's circulating, how the industry and the public have reacted, and why this moment is bigger than just two celebrities. It's about how we, as a community, treat privacy in the digital age. Before we dive deeper, a quick reminder: your support keeps Whispers of Turkish Stars alive. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our updates. Your likes, comments, and shares help us continue to bring you thoughtful coverage on the latest developments from the world of Turkish showbiz. Thank you for being here and for engaging with respect. Now, on to the story. In the last several hours, feeds exploded with claims that personal material belonging to Erkan and Hazal Sabesai has been leaked online. For anyone unfamiliar, Erkan and Hazal are celebrated actors whose on-screen spark and Adini and Koy resonated across borders. Their partnership drew fans into an emotional universe that felt authentic, tender, and true. Off-screen, their names have been linked for years, and even when their personal paths took different turns, the public's fascination never faded. That shared history is what makes this moment so sensitive. According to what's being circulated on multiple platforms, images and clips of an intimate nature said to involve Erkan and Hazal started appearing in private groups and then seeped into broader public spaces. As soon as this content surfaced, social media erupted. Fans who have stood by them through career highs and personal changes responded with shock, anger, and heartbreak. Many rushed to their defense, insisting this is a profound violation of privacy and dignity, asking others not to view, share, or discuss explicit details. The wave was immediate and intense. It's crucial to emphasize that, at the time of this recording, there has been no official confirmation from Erkan, Hazal Sabesai, or their representatives verifying the authenticity of the alleged material. Still, the speed at which this story traveled, and the gravity with which it's being discussed by fans and commentators, shows how seriously it's being taken. The digital world rarely pauses, it races ahead, often without verification, and people's lives get pulled along with it. From the responses we've seen, there are several layers to this. First, the solidarity messages pouring in praising Erkan and Hazal for their professionalism and kindness, urging respect for their boundaries, and reminding everyone that what a person keeps private is not for public consumption. Fame does not erase the right to a private life. Second, the outrage. Many are disgusted at the idea that someone could access or distribute content like this, potentially without consent, and use it for clicks or cruelty. Third, the debate, conversations about the ethics of sharing such material, even in passing, and the consequences for everyone involved. The reality is that celebrities are especially vulnerable to this kind of digital trespass. Phones are with us at all times, cameras capture everything, and cloud storage can be both a convenience and a risk. The rewards of a connected life come with vulnerabilities that most of us don't think about until something goes wrong. This isn't just a lesson for those in the spotlight, it's a sobering reminder for all of us about cybersecurity, consent, and respect. Erkan and Hazal are known for their elegance in handling public attention. Neither is prone to dramatic online reactions, and both have often emphasized work, craft, and gratitude for their audience. That is why so many people are now demanding patience, wait for a clear statement, don't jump to conclusions, and stop feeding the cycle of clicks that makes these violations profitable. Whether or not the material is real, the harm is real: the anxiety, the intrusion, the sense of losing control over something intimate and personal. Around this story, hashtags have been trending relentlessly, many calling for platforms to remove any links or posts connected to the alleged leak. Fans are organizing reporting drives, urging each other not to discuss or speculate, and reminding the community that curiosity can become complicity. Others are using this as a moment to talk about broader reforms, stricter penalties for distributing stolen content, more responsive takedown systems, and better education about data protection. As always, there are also voices trying to sensationalize. We will not amplify them here. While the hunger for gossip can be intense, there is a line that ethical entertainment coverage does not cross. Sharing or even seeking out content that was never meant to be public is not news, it's participation in a violation. When we talk about stories like this, our goal is to center empathy and responsibility. Humanity must come before curiosity. There's another layer worth acknowledging: the pressures of public image. For a couple like Erkan and Hazal, whose names are intertwined in the collective memory of viewers who grew up with their characters, every whisper can become a headline. Every pause can be misread as confession, every silence as proof. That pressure is relentless. It contributes to anxiety not only for the people at the eye of the storm but also for their loved ones, colleagues, and even fans who feel protective. We need to remember how easy it is for rumors to masquerade as truth online. Screenshots can be edited, timestamps can be faked, and narratives can be constructed by those seeking attention. Responsible audiences, and we know that many of you are exactly that, take a breath, question sources, and avoid spreading unverified claims. Until there is a clear, official statement, anything else is noise. For those who ask what should happen next, the answer is simple and humane: give Erkan and Hazal the space to decide how to proceed. If they choose to address it publicly, listen to their words. If they prefer privacy, respect that choice. Their well-being should come first. Meanwhile, platforms must act swiftly to remove harmful content, and we as users must stop the traction that turns harm into trend. It's painful to acknowledge that this isn't an isolated incident. We've seen similar cases globally, affecting actors, musicians, influencers, people whose jobs place them in the spotlight, making them targets. That doesn't make it normal, and it certainly doesn't make it acceptable. But it does mean there's an established playbook for what works: widespread reporting of offending posts, community guidelines enforced without hesitation, and media coverage that refuses to sensationalize or exploit trauma. Fans of Erkan and Hazal have long admired their chemistry, work ethic, and warmth. Many remember the early days of Adini Sinkoi, when scenes felt like confessions and every glance seemed charged with possibility. Those memories are precious and remain untouched by whatever is happening now. A show, a performance, a story, these belong to a collective heart, and that can't be taken away by a scandal, real or manufactured. Where does that leave us tonight? With a quiet call for empathy. Put yourself in their place. Consider what it would mean to wake up and find strangers talking about your most private moments, dissecting them, spreading them, judging them. Imagine carrying on with work as if nothing's wrong while notifications light up your phone with speculation. This is where compassion stops being a vague idea and becomes a concrete action: do not click, do not share, do not repeat. In the days ahead, the conversation may shift. Perhaps there will be statements, perhaps legal action, perhaps a dignified silence. Whatever unfolds, remember that what matters most is not our curiosity but their humanity. The trend will pass, the wound takes longer to heal. We will continue to monitor verified updates, and we promise to bring you information that respects dignity and truth. To summarize what we know so far, social media and various forums are buzzing with claims of an intimate leak involving Erkan Merrick and Hazal Sabesai. The content is being contested, and no official confirmation has emerged at the time of this recording. Fan communities have responded with support, urging others to avoid engagement with the alleged materials and to prioritize empathy. Discussions about online privacy, cybersecurity, and the ethics of sharing have intensified, and calls for accountability are growing louder. Meanwhile, the sensible advice remains unchanged. Wait for verified information and treat those at the center of the story with respect. As we close, a heartfelt thank you for watching and for being part of a community that values compassion over chaos. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. How should the industry protect artists' privacy in a world where everything is instantly shareable? Where should the line be drawn between public interest and personal boundaries? Do public figures actually have less right to privacy, or is that a myth we need to dismantle? Share your opinions, but please keep the conversation kind and thoughtful. If you found this discussion helpful, give the video a like, share it with friends who care about these issues, and don't forget to subscribe to Whispers of Turkish Stars with notifications on so you won't miss our next update. Whatever happens next, we will be here to cover it with care, clarity, and respect for Erkan Merak and Hazal Sabesai, and for you, our audience. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and remember that empathy is our greatest source of light in moments like this. We will keep following the story and bring you only what can be confirmed, free of sensationalism and grounded in responsibility. As always, thank you for trusting Whispers of Turkish Stars. Stay safe, stay kind, and we'll see you in the next video.